morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings. It goes from bad to worse for Harry and Meghan, and this is probably about as bad as it's gonna get. They're gonna get dumped by Netflix any second. And what makes this particularly delicious is it's coming from Jack Royston. Anyone remember Jack Royston of Newsweek back in the day? Tore Yankee Wally to pieces on behalf of the Duke and Duchess of Sausages. Remember that? So this is coming from one of their own previous fan base, although he likes to switch sides depending on which way the wind is blowing. Well, fair enough. He's a journo, isn't he? By the way, I'm channeling the Darling River today. I love that guy's channel, and he always makes such an effort. And all of us should dress up once in a while, so I thought I'd make a bit of an effort. Shall we get stuck in? Because this is about as bad as it gets from Hollywood. The only stronger way that Hollywood could do this is if they went, hey, Meghan, Harry, fuck off. That's the only way it could be about worse than this. I mean, some of you might have seen this already. I'll put a link in the description. It's headed, Prince Harry's polo show was pompous portrayal of privilege. Prince Harry's new documentary Polo is proof that money can't buy content, presenting a pompous portrayal of the sport, a PR executive has told Newsweek. Now, I do believe they go on to name this guy. It's had a score on Rotten Tomatoes of 24%. Yes, I looked at that yesterday myself, and Jack Royston's put that in. The couple's first show on the platform was a 6-part biopic, Harry and Meghan charting their exit from the royal family. That flew to the top of Netflix rankings. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Because it's about the real royal family. That's why everybody watched it. Not to listen to Harry and Meghan, to see if they gave anything away about the Prince and Princess of Wales, the other members of the royal family, the King and Queen. That's why that flew off the rack. Then followed up with 2 further shows, Live to Lead and Heart of Invictus, which had a soft landing, earning far less opprobrium, whatever that word is. As you all know, I'm not exactly an intellect. Polo, therefore, comes at a time when Hollywood is still waiting for Meghan and Harry to prove their worth as TV producers. Oh, and I found another article where apparently in Closer magazine, they're actually trying to distance themselves from their own production, saying, well, we weren't given full control over editing. We wanted to do it a lot more raw. It's not our fault. But I watched that bore fest, and at the end of every episode, well, watch mode, all right, okay, I didn't watch it, all Graham did. But at the end of each episode, it says, executive producers, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Oh, yeah, loud and proud and big and bold, and yeah, that was there. But it's not their fault. Oh, dear. What you're hearing right now is a flushing noise, the flushing of any idea of a Hollywood career. Oh, yes, they do name the guy. Eric Schiffer, chair of Reputation Management Consultants, told Newsweek that Polo depicted tone-deaf, out of touch, self-absorbed elites. Oh my God, he's actually ringing me on your phone. I'm using Graham's phone. I've turned my Wi-Fi off, and Trevor's trying to ring on Graham's phone at the moment. It's a pompous portrayal of privilege posing as a documentary, he said. It feels fake. You think? You think Meghan's fake? Yeah, I think we've all been saying that for a few years. You could almost see an ad, Polo, the new cure for insomnia, brought to you by royalty. Well, actually, yes, I can testify. Hand on my heart, I could not stay awake. Literally, I couldn't stay awake. I don't know how Graham did it, but I was asleep for like 30, 40 minutes at a time, and then I'd be kind of woken up by the ending of it and go, oh my God, are you still watching this crap? They've made it the new frontier of unrelatability. This ensures Polo becomes even less popular for regular people. It just reeks of entitled and is disconnected, unrelatable. Oh, you mean she's not relatable? But I think she was so relatable to everybody. Goes on. It leaves viewers cold. I watched it. It feels like they Googled how to bore the hell out of Netflix subscribers. Don't forget, this is in Newsweek. Jack Royston, same guy who savaged Yankee Wally and said we were all a bunch of middle-aged racists. What was that again now, Jack? Because no, I won't let him forget. Reviewers have been equally tough on the series, though some did not note genuine interest in the relationship between a father and son who play for rival teams. Well, yeah, there was that. Milas Ballack, the showrunner, so I guess this guy was involved in the making of this, was also producer of Welcome to Wrexham, which followed Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney as they bought a Welsh soccer club. He recently defended the show to Variety, telling the magazine, the goal was always to make this feel accessible, make this feel like a world that, even if you don't know anything about polo, the whole idea is to break down this stereotype that it's for the exclusively rich and famous and extremely beautiful, wealthy soap opera society. I think we also can't deny that obviously there are reasons why it's associated with that. It is an expensive sport in so many ways, but living there in Florida and witnessing it, I can honestly say that it is much more accessible. Schiffer went on to say, he felt the series did not achieve its goals. Are you saying it's Meghan and Harry's fault? Because I heard they're saying it's your fault. Oh, all this finger pointing. Oh dear, after all these years of the bullshit and the lies and all her behaviour, doesn't this feel delicious? Doesn't it, guys? Doesn't it? Especially as you were right, by the way, in case no one else ever tells you this. You guys were right after all, weren't you? And so was I. And so was Wally. And so was Taz. And so was Murky. We collectively were right. Yes? Okay, let's go on. It's proof that money can't buy good content. And it had all the thrill of a broken Roomba circling a rug. I don't know what a Roomba is. It ensures polo becomes even less popular, and yet it's a great sport, but it ensures people are not going to relate to it. Yeah, I think a lot of damage has been done to the sport in general by this. I mean, this is going to be that Harry and Meghan, everything they turn to shit touch. This is going to be the straw that will break the camel's back. I'll be stunned if Netflix don't come out and say, whoa guys, okay, enough, we get South Park, we get the picture, we were wrong. We might hear them say we were wrong, because Jack Royston is, give him his dues, he's admitting. It's an example of half-baked quality content that is consistent with their Harry and Meghan's brand. And they would do themselves a great service in doing less and focusing on higher quality. Have you met Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan? With polo out, the couple will now be looking ahead to the full launch of Meghan's lifestyle brand, American. It's American Riviera Orchard. I think it's actually Americana. Riviera, is it American or Americana? And she also has a lifestyle show coming to Netflix. I don't think so. We could all be in for a big disappointment there. Me, I've been waiting for that one. Cooking with Megsy is gonna be fabulous. I would say to Netflix, if you have any hot mic, if you have anything at all on the cutting floor, anything that your staff would like to say, or do you know what everybody would watch Netflix? Interview the bullying victims, the ones that the guy Valentine Lowe from the Times tried to help. Interview Jason North. Ask about the misremembering. Ask Judge Warby for a comment. Why don't you shine a bit of a light on the YouTubers and all the poor long-suffering commenters here about how they've been trying to point this out, or I don't know, pretty much since the engagement interview where she went, I never heard of Prince Harry, I didn't Google him. Yeah, right. Whoop. Princess Pinocchio strikes again. And then I also saw a puff piece article, I forget which publication, It was that guy, Grant Harold or something. He was a butler for Charles like 100 years ago. He left in 2011. Talking about festive olive branches and how Princess Catherine is going to try and bridge the gap for Harry and Meghan. Sorry. Princess Catherine, who has undergone cancer treatment, surgery, was savaged by Christopher Boozy all over Twitter repeatedly while she was going through cancer. Right? Remember all of that, you guys? Christopher Boozy, didn't he star on one of Harry and Meghan's Netflix docu-series? Yes, I think he fucking did, didn't he? Yeah, that guy. Do you think Princess Catherine is going to build any bridges for those two? She'll be there with a box of matches, trying to burn the bridge as quickly as possible before they have a chance to cross it and ruin her Christmas. Or anybody else's for that matter. I'm asking myself after 5 years, at what point are the mainstream media, Netflix and these other idiots going to get the message? You make a movie about the real truth, what has gone on, the way Harry and Meghan have behaved, everybody will watch it, Netflix. Everybody will watch it. It will be a blockbuster. Call it Meghan the Movie. And we'll all tuck up and watch that maybe next Christmas. In the meantime, I look forward to hearing all your thoughts, opinions. Doesn't it feel delicious? Finally, the chickens, rescue chickens, are coming home to roost. And it's right in her face. Hollywood do not want to know. I actually think that's probably Hollywood's polite way of saying, Meghan, fuck off. As always, thank you all very much for listening.